Okay. Apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm setting the live back up. Let me retag you in here. I do all this shit over. That's great. Apologies to everybody. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright. I think I just tagged you on there. Apologies. I gotta get that. Gotta find a way to lock that. Block people out. Man, that ain't cool right there. Okay. Chris Boss. I got a new one. 1 minute. Okay. And we're back. All right. All right. So you are in the middle of talking. What were you just saying? We were talking about the entertainment company, how it got started in music, rap. We was talking about your rap name. You was spitting a few bars for us. No. Yeah, I think you was in the middle of a freestyle when it cut out, wasn't it?
Nah. I wrapped that up for life. You can catch me. I can write you a song, but I'm cool.
Hey, she said she's still writing.
I'm still writing. I'm always writing.
Okay. So touch up some on the entertainment, your entertainment brand, for film, music, and everything.
Yeah. So XLS Entertainment. Music came first. The production kind of set off everything for me, in media and entertainment wise. When I really started pushing my career as an artist, as a producer, and I was that's when I really started to pursue that. Is when I started to really get a lot of amazing opportunities in 2022. In 2023, I was fortunate enough to attend a school out in LA called 1500 Sound Academy. That was put together by a couple of guys from a collective called 1500 or Nothing. And if you into music, I would heavily suggest, if you're not familiar with 1500 or Nothing, looking them up and really learning the people that are a part of that. Two of the founders, Rance Dobson and James Fauntleroy, they got credits out of this world. Everybody you can imagine, and I was able to learn and study under them, and that's when I really saw how possible everything was. And I was able to go out there, and in the school they had the school right in Inglewood, right in the cut.
Right in the wood.
It was right in the cut.
How'd you learn of that? How'd you learn of that school?
Man, in 2020 I got tapped in just through social media. 2020 I sat down and really was able to study and learn. I'm heavy on studying and learning and reading credits and finding out who is who and who was a part of this, who wrote this, who produced that, who played keys on this, and I
homework.
Came across homework, and I was always a big fan of Nipsey Hussle, and 1500 or Nothing had a lot to do with his production, especially earlier projects, and a huge part of that album, Victory Lap album that he did. Okay. And that's when I really got locked in with 1500, and I saw in 2020 they were starting school, and I remember I wrote it down as one of my goals, I wanted to attend 1500 Sound Academy. And I was fortunate enough to receive a scholarship to go free of charge, and that was life changing for me. That was the first time that I really I saw how possible it was. I saw it was possible just in the neighborhood. It's just, you go to the school, it's it's just a bunch of people from the neighborhood. Like, they just all grew up together, and they was just like putting each other on. And like all of the rappers that came up around that same time, like mid to late 2000s, 2010s, and all those folks who came out of that LA area, they just all kind of grew up together, came up together.
Yeah.
And I came back to Flint, and I was like, that's so possible here. Like, we can put each other on. Like, we work together. We can create the infrastructure to build it. And that really, that kind of took all of the, coming from Flint, obviously, we don't have that sort of infrastructure here. No, we can look to any of that and see it when you walk outside. And going out there, it was, like, I had an idea of what like LA was and how everything went. And when I went out there, I really learned, like, it wasn't like labels was just knocking down their doors like that. They had to really hustle up together. Yeah. and put each other on and work with each other. And like, I'm sending you a sample pack, I'm gonna play keys on your, I'm gonna come do the chorus on your, like, they was really working together.
Really wanted to see each other win.
They wanted to see each other win. And like, and even when they won, it was like they were still together. People was just pulling up to the school. Like, everybody you could think of was just pulling up to the school just to come and show love. And so that really, like, when I came back and after seeing all of that, I, like, that's when I really locked in at the local and was like, nah, we gotta make this some way, somehow. I don't know what my role is gonna be in all of this, but we gonna build this infrastructure before it's all said and done. Like,
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the connections. I'm seeing the connections. You highlighting what you experienced out there in the wood. Versus what we got going on here. I'm seeing what you're doing. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, so that really, like, pushed me to get serious about my production and everything. And the film and the video, I've been writing scripts. I've been, like, I'm a very visual person. Like, I see life in film. Like, when I go outside, any little thing I see, I'm like, that'll make a dope movie right there. That'll be a super dope music video right there. Like, just little things like that. So my brain is always moving like that. And I had a camera in my hand since I was little.
Yeah.
And now I'm really, like, getting to that point where I'm getting serious with it. Me and a friend are working on writing a script right now for a movie we want to do. So okay. That should be coming soon. But
you need cast?
Yeah, for sure.
Any extras? Let your boy know. I'm definitely down. I'm definitely down to get into the film world. I did get a chance to see my name on the big screen at least once.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick up that consistency.
Oh yeah, we gonna do it.
Yeah, so it was a good feeling to see assistant director Crystal Boss on the screen. So
I love it.
Trying to put some more work in, whether it's behind the scenes, on camera, it don't matter. I'm into film, so however we can get it done.
I love it.
I'm down to help. Shout out to In the Basement, Captain Tan, sending love.
Shout out.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. What was what was something that stood out as far as, like, learning experiences out there, going to school in Inglewood that's very noticeable, the way you move with everything today?
Man, one of the things I say is two things. So first thing was, the first time I ever went to California was in 2017.
Okay.
And I was out there. My sister had an opportunity to go and audition for a bunch of, like, studios, like film studios, Tyler Perry Studios, Netflix, Nickelodeon, all of those. Okay. And we were in, can't remember the name of the city, but it was one of the nicer cities. But I remember riding through California and getting to LA and, like, oh dang, I'm back in Flint. Like, this is not that, like, my idea of what, LA was and the big lights and everything. I didn't really understand how cities worked out there and how everything was broken up. Yeah. And so my initial when I got to Inglewood and I saw the school and I kind of saw how everything was set up, again, for me, it was like LA, New York, Atlanta, like these things are not attainable when I was younger. Like, I did not know that was possible. Just because nobody was making movies about Flint. Nobody was, nobody was posted up in Flint. None of that. So I never really thought those things were attainable. And getting out there and seeing it, it was like, they created it. That was the biggest thing that I saw. Like, the infrastructure that they had. Yeah, you had these labels that are around, what have you, but like even doing some research and listening to interviews from some artists out there, like the labels really wasn't rocking with them like that because they came from the hood, like, and I didn't understand that how that was set up out there. So I'm like, okay, they really like they created what they wanted their version of this to be, and they gave it back. And I think the biggest thing that I learned was like, this is the second thing, was how willing they were to share all the knowledge, to share all of the contacts, to share all of the stuff that don't nobody ever tell you. You just expect it to know. Yeah, like everything. And then like just open to, hit me up, shoot me a DM, shoot me a message. Here go my phone number. And I'm like, bro, you just wrote on Justin Timberlake's album. What you mean? Here's my phone number. Man. You just produced the record for Jay-Z. What you mean? Here's my phone number. What? I don't even know how that like, those type of things go a long way. Like what? That's such a solid. That's a solid. And I think one of the things I usually tell anybody that I'm working with is like, I didn't always necessarily take advantage of all of those resources that I had, the people that I had, that were willing to help, just because I wasn't like I was one of them kids, like, I don't even know what to ask you. You doing this? I don't even know where to get started. Yeah. Like, I tell anybody now, like, if you want to reach out to me, I don't care if it's you asking me what's the weather out like today. Like, just keep that communication open. I don't care how long it takes. Sometimes it be like that. People, they know they want to get into it, whatever that field may be, but it's sometimes you may not know exactly what to ask. Until you hear it or come across. Sometimes that could take some time. That takes some time. Yeah, so it's a blessing. You out here, giving people, a little head start. Teaching them what to be aware of early. Yeah. Because I was definitely one of those people. Missed out on opportunities and didn't take full advantage of my resources. Not being completely ready like I thought I was for the moment. Or, being in big rooms and not knowing the right questions to ask. Yeah, and seeing how things is operating, like, damn, I know I want this, but like, how do I make it happen and shit, am I talking to the right person sitting to my left or to my right? Or, should I go holler at them, in front of me? Right. Yeah, that's dope. You preparing, you taking your experience and preparing the next. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it's all about. Like, for me, I just, like, my mentality is always, like, no knowledge should die with me. Like, I need to give it all away, all that I get. Because we, like, it's so many people who don't care to tell, especially us, where we come from. That shit hurt. Like, they like, y'all ain't finna do nothing with it anyway. That so I would hurt. Waste my time, my energy on. You never know what we can do with that information. We can do it. I'm one of them people, like, I would rather us be in control of whatever we build than somebody else be in control of it. So, working with people, and one of the craziest things, Najee Gant, he and I have a shout out to Najee, y'all. Yeah, that's my bro. I grew up with his sisters. He used to watch us. His mom, my mom, they used to work together. Okay. And so when I was younger, I didn't know Najee was gonna turn into. I don't know. I'm sure he felt the same about me, but Najee out here making moves. Yeah, he, myself, Journey, we got a studio situation that we working on above the local. We not working on it. It's about to be open soon. It's happening. It's happening. It's in full motion. Najee, the Journey, Maiya. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. And it was crazy when he was still over at Antidote at the time, and I just kind of wandered in there for an event that they was having. And he came up to me. He was like, "Mike, you remember me?" I looked up. I said, "That's not you. That's not like." And that was like that random moment that we had, and then like kind of tapping back in with him, and just everything that he has taught me in the time since we like tapped back in.
Yeah.
And like how open he is to like, I don't care what it is, pick my brain. I want to give this to somebody.
Yeah.
And I feel that same way. Like I want to give it to somebody.
Yeah, he's definitely another person like that. Y'all are kind of saying you cannot call those two selfish with knowledge. They're gonna give you some knowledge and consult you.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know, and everything he teaching me, I'm trying to go and teach everybody else. Like, let's just keep the line moving. And who I teach, you need to be going out and teaching other people too. Like, that's the only way that we're going to build something up. That's the only way we're going to get somewhere is if we continue to share and it continues to go from generation to generation. And we you know, like, I don't know who's going to be the one, you know, that come and changes it all. You know, we could be sitting on the next Beyonce, sitting on the next Taylor Swift.
You never know.
You never know
who it is, who it's going to be.
Who that's going to be. So, like,
all they need is the tools, the right tools, the resources, the knowledge.
And that's it, that's all. And there's so much stuff out here, like, working in the nonprofit world and working just with business people. It's a lot out here.
Yeah.
It's a lot out here that we do not know about. So that's where, like, I almost feel like I be coming in double Asian in it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to, what's that available? Okay, tell me more about that so I can take it straight on back to us so we can learn, so we can go in and take advantage of those things. Because a lot of the resources and the things don't necessarily touch our communities like that. And
it does not.
And that's where, you know, if I can get in and learn those things and take advantage of those things and give that to us, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, that's it. I don't care. Like, if for no other reason, I feel like I'm in that position to at least be in there to learn these tools, to learn these things, to be able to take back to the kids around. You know, like my sister works at Brownell Elementary. Straight in the cut.
Shout out to those working in the school system.
Yeah,
what's up, sis?
The kids and everything. Like, I look at these kids, my little cousins, my nephew. Like, I look at these kids and I'm like, we got to get them an opportunity.
Yes.
We got to get them an opportunity. So we got to prepare ourselves. We got to train ourselves. We got to educate ourselves in order for them to have a chance. Because if we don't got nothing to give to them, then what happens next?
Yeah, it ain't their fault. This is the environment they're born into.
Right.
But it is our fault on how, you know, we've been here. You know, we got the opportunity and the chance to fix it or change it to our liking.
Mm-hmm.
So I like how you're definitely someone. That's why I started off saying, you know, a pillar in our community who's making sure you assist those trying to make a way, because like we need opportunity. We need opportunity, and you have a vision, and you're bringing it to life.
Yeah. I'll try.
Yeah, hey, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. A little trying. That's all it be taking. And how long were you in school for out there? Was it?
So the program that I was in, it was maybe, what was it, like 6 months or so, and it was dope because it was. I think the whole time I met only one other person that was from Michigan.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, everybody else was from all around, and it was dope. Like,
what they call you when they meet you? Do they call you Detroit?
Everybody called me Detroit. Like, I was fighting people off that. I'm like, no, shout out to Detroit, but I'm from Flint.
Yeah, because I lived out in Vegas for 3 years, so I went through that a lot. Like, where you from? Michigan? Oh yes. Were you from Detroit area? No, Flint. Okay. They introduced me to somebody. Hey, this is my boy Detroit.
Yeah, like I promise you, I'm
just told you I was from Flint.
I'm from Flint. She from Detroit. You from Detroit, right? No, I'm not.
That should be going 1 ear and out the other. And they're just like, my people from Detroit.
Man,
I met Ray J before, and I told Ray J I was from Flint. Okay, so you fuck with Detroit then. I'm like, Okay, yeah, I guess so.
I guess
that's what you got out of that, yeah.
That's all that you took.
Yeah, and he just kept Detroit the whole conversation with Ray J. Like, he never mentioned Flint again. Like, as soon as I said Flint, he okay, so you fucking with Detroit niggas and shit. I guess so, yeah.
I guess I do now. It was always that. That was part of the reason why, like, I came back with a battery in my back. Like these people really don't know what we on out here. They don't even understand what we got out here.
We got so much talent.
We got so much talent. Like, I will go to the ends of the earth screaming that. Like, it is so much talent right here.
Yeah.
And, you know, and being out there, like, I had to be, like, I was trying to be on my biggest and my best because I had to put on for us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not finna come out there and halfway do it. And, you know, you got people that's from, you know, some of the biggest cities in the world. And they all started coming to me. I was one of the only producers that was there. So a lot of them started coming to me to just get anything like technical, like anything with engineering, production, like song structure, things like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, like let me like I really had to stand on that. That's where I got a lot of like my confidence. Like, I was probably, I don't know, 22, 23 years old at the time. And I ain't gonna lie, it was like I'm there, but it's almost a fish out of water.
Yeah.
Because I'm not from where y'all from. Y'all from these big cities. Y'all done, like, y'all walk outside, y'all see Capitol Records and Interscope over here. Like, I don't come from that. Like,
but I can tell you easily adapted and just.
Yeah, I was gonna act like I came from that.
Yeah.
Like, you wasn't gonna see me sweat. But
once you see how the bigger cities operate, you like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna find my way in there, and I'm not just gonna, like, for me, it was like I can't afford to just be a chameleon. I can't afford just to blend in with y'all. Like, I gotta be the one that stand out. Like, I gotta be 10 times better than what y'all are. Like, I gotta try 10 times harder because I know when I go back home, like, it ain't this. Like, I gotta really, like, stand out in this moment, in this time, and that was crazy because even to this day I still get folks coming up to me from out there, and they like, yo, send me some beats, send me some this, send me some that. And it's like, dang, out of all of the people where y'all are at, y'all are coming to me from little old Flint, Michigan, to do this. Like, so
when you meet one of the ones, and be like, I'm about to say, I know you made some connections out there that you still interact with.
To this day, got some projects in the work with some artists. And I was just talking to somebody earlier this week about working with some of the artists from other states and kind of, getting us in that space. But that's also the radio situation I spoke about earlier. Where now I'm hosting my own radio show, Uptown Sounds, through Sonic Style Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And we playing only independent artists, but it's like it's a global radio station, so it's going everywhere. So my biggest thing, I'm telling everybody, like, send me some music, because I play all Flint artists every show. I do not care. Like, we gotta people by the end of this, people gonna know what Flint is on. Like, we're not Detroit, and you're not gonna, when we say we from Flint, you're gonna be like, yeah, y'all laying like that in Flint. Like,
hey, for real. Put Flint on the map. Yeah. Tell us more about the radio station and when can we tune in?
Yeah, so right now we are in the process of setting everything up before we launch. The official launch of the radio station is June 27th. And we in talks with a lot of different like major radio companies, Sirius XM, just figuring out where that platform is going to live. But right now my pilot episode is out. Uptown Sounds, it can be found on SoundCloud, and it can also be found on the Sonic Scout Radio website, sonicscoutradio.com. And it plays like 2 to 3 times a day, I want to say, starting at 9 a.m. So you can go check that out. It's an hour long. But yeah, it's a platform where the radio host, I want to say it's 28 of us in total, we get to curate our own shows, like whatever we want it to be, do interviews with artists, play who we want to play, co-host with different, like we really get to take it and make it our own. And the it's a small fee for artists to have their songs on. It's only $10 to have your song
Only $10. That's it.
$10 to have your song played. You can I want to say it's up to 5 times in a week you can get it played. And yeah, that's it's an opportunity for me personally, like the space that I'm in at the local and the artists and the different people that I've gotten the opportunity to work with, be it whatever genre it is from. My pilot episode is a little all over the place. I say at the beginning of it, like we're going to have some pop, some punk, some R&B, some hip hop. We're going to have a little bit of everything on here.
Diversity is key.
Diversity, we're going to show some love to everybody.
I know you experienced that a lot out there too. Out west, diversity. It's diverse to the world. It's so different than coming from here.
It's a different culture altogether out there. It's a different culture altogether. Once I had a friend Kay, and she grew up in where she grew up. She said her dad grew up with Top from TDE.
Okay.
Like she was in that whole, like her dad was in that whole little circle. But she took me through like South Central, and that was the first one. Like when I got out there, I was like, I started to see the city. I'm like, okay, this street in Flint, like this is this with the flair, like with the diverse flair that we don't have. But it was familiar, but it was also very different in the culture out there. There's so many different cultures, and that's when I really I started to learn, and I started to do some research, and I really started to I had a different found respect for different cultures once I got out there and experienced a street food truck, and they pulled up, they speak in different languages. First time I went out there, it was 2017. This before weed was legal and everything, but they out there, weed wasn't legal for us. I don't know if it was legal out there, but they was in front of the police station smoking. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I noticed out there living out west, and I haven't been to California, but living in Vegas, a ton of people came from Cali, and weed is the culture out there.
Weed is the culture.
I don't care who it is. Even the people you think don't smoke, they smoke.
They smoke.
I done met some of the wealthiest people, they all smoke. They all find some time to get high.
And I'm like, whoa.
I've met a lot of successful people out west who all smoke.
Yeah.
That's how they greet each other, talk to each other, chill. Weed is it's a part of life out there.
It is.
Shit, it just is.
And it threw me completely off the first time I went out there, because I'm still, obviously now things are different, but back then it was y'all real comfortable with this in front of everybody. I was pulling up in front of the Roscoe's, and y'all just posted up
everywhere.
I'm like, oh, okay. But nah, it was dope to see that and dope to experience that. And it was dope to see that people from different cultures appreciated different cultures.
I love how everybody tried to understand what somebody else is saying, even if you don't understand their language. You never spoke to you be trying like a bubble. You be listening, you might ask them twice or a third time to repeat themselves, but eventually you go get it.
I'm trying. I'm trying to understand what you're saying to me. But
eventually you go get it. Haitian, Jamaican, Belize,
whatever it is.
Shit.
I didn't even know all them things existed.
I've been racist. I didn't even know it's Philippines. A lot of Philippines out there. Samoans. You run into everything on the West Coast. It's not a race of person you're not gonna run into out there.
Not at all. Not at all. You're gonna learn about some people you never knew existed. You're gonna learn about some food you ain't know existed.
Yep.
You're gonna learn, this is where this comes from this. I didn't even know this came from this.
Yeah, I done met Puerto Ricans you gotta have some Puerto Rican food. I done met Mexico. You need some Mexican food. I done everybody wants you to have a food. This how you do it. This how you do it. I love it. You got me missing the West Coast now.
I definitely, I'm gonna get back out there. I definitely am gonna get back out there. But one thing I did learn out there is I'm an East Coaster. I spent the time I spent in California, and I spent a little bit of time in New York. I don't know. It's something about that New York like hustle and bustle that I just fell in love with. Yeah. It was familiar to me. Like West Coast, they so laid back.
Laid back like a mother.
They so laid back out there. I think that was the thing that I was most like unfamiliar with, and everything. Like they not in a hurry. I'm sitting there in the Uber complaining because we on the expressway for 2 hours trying to go 5 minutes down the street, and they just like, this is just relax.
Yeah, just relax. That's how it is out there. Everybody
just relax.
Relax.
But damn,
over. I ain't spent too much time east, but like New York area, like east, that's more impatient.
It's more impatient.
Yeah,
it is so impatient. And I think like the first day I was in New York, I think I was irritated with the amount of like y'all bumping me on the street. Like, what you got to chill out, relax. But the more I was out there, I was like, it's always something happening here. It's always moving. It's always going. Like they really do not sleep out there. Like they always own something. Yeah. And I think I kind of fell in love with that. And I was out there in the wintertime too. And that like
it was. I've been out there in the winter.
I don't love wintertime. I don't like wintertime, but it's something that's like familiar to me. I think it was just like a comfortableness where I was able to like New York. If it's one place I'd ever move like outside of Michigan, it'd probably be New York.
New York.
Yeah, I don't know. They got me. The buildings, the lights, everything. It just kind of, it was just something in the air. Like I
had a great time my last time there. I had some good. I've only been to New York twice. Mm-hmm. I had 2 good experiences. The first time I was like in and out, and the second time we was there for a weekend. We was just covering New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
This past February.
Yeah, I remember when y'all went out there.
That was pretty fun. With the it's fun with the people you're there with too. Yeah. It's like the shout out to the fashion show team, Adriana Lanise,
shout out,
Alpha Drew, Aisha, everybody, like K-Bay, man, we had some fun. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. And it was cold as shit too.
Yeah.
Like man, it was cold as hell. But like as much as we was complaining about the cold, we was still like in the mindset like, yo, we come from Michigan, like this shit ain't nothing. Like let's just keep moving.
Keep going, even if it's cold. It's still like we still outside.
We still outside. That didn't stop us or nothing. We were still walking through. What's it called? Hell's Kitchen, Times Square, all that. We were still walking around.
Still walking through it.
So yeah, I fuck some New York. I need to get back there some more to like determine if that's like a destination I can move to or not.
Yeah.
But like, if I had to determine it off food, I would say yeah, because like the food was like hitting, like, because like I be having so many issues with like food and digestion. Like shit, I was feeling good on everything I ate when I was in New York. I'm like, I don't even want to leave. Shit.
The food out there was
It was good. Shout out to where did we go? We went to that motherfucker twice. Times Square Diner. I think it's called Times Square Diner. Shout out to Times Square Diner. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back when I come around. I'm spin a block and come out at y'all again. Like shit.
Got to.
I already ate it there 2 days in a row. Shit.
Got to.
Hell yeah. So you said New York for you?
New York for me. New York. I don't know. When I was out in California the first time, it was in December, like right before Christmas, and it just threw me off. With no snow. They out there playing Christmas tunes, and it's like 80 degrees. Threw me completely off. I don't know. That might have just been a traumatic experience where I was like, I gotta get home.
Do Cali get cold at night?
When I went, it did.
Because I know in Vegas, at night, it be like, in daytime, like, okay, it's 70 degrees, feeling good wintertime. It, like you said, it threw me off, too. First time I experienced 70-degree weather in December.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but at night, it felt like I was back at home. I'm like, it's cold.
I was out there for school, and I'm like, why do I got my coat on? Like, why do I have my coat on?
I was wondering, is Cali the same?
Yeah, okay. And I would be up, we on East Coast time, obviously. I would be up at like 4 in the morning, just
3 hours before everybody, a 3 hour difference.
Chilling and moving around, and I'm like, I'm going outside to go take a little stroll around the block, whether I should or shouldn't be. I don't know, but it's freezing outside.
Man, yeah, you reminded me of a lot when I first moved out there, because I ain't never just cared to just want to go for a walk as much as I did when I first moved out west.
Yes.
I don't care what time of the day it was. It could have been 2 a.m. Like,
take a stroll.
I'm about to go for a walk. Like, yeah, like at home you just can't do this. Like at 2:30 in the morning and shit. Like, I can go walk a mile down the road and come on back to the crib and shit. I might come across a few other people walking their dogs and their poodles and shit like that. Like, everybody out there got them expensive dogs and shit they be walking.
Man, I'm telling you, I promise you, when going out to the West Coast, I saw some stuff I never knew existed. I thought this stuff was only on TV.
Only on TV, legit, for real.
Only on TV. And I'm like, oh, this is really how y'all get down out here. Okay.
Yeah, like, and what was another big moment for you that you had with like others residing already out there while you were there? I know you were doing some producing.
Yeah, I was doing some producing. One of the things that really threw me off, like, it's my sister, Myrna Jo. She's a singer. I want to say she's originally from Hollywood, California. I could be wrong. West Hollywood, I think she said, or something like that. And like I want to say she was signed to a label at some point. I know she did American Idol. Like, she had some serious credits. She had writing credits. She had, I want to say she did a theme song for a show on HBO. Like, she was really moving like that. Thing that threw me off completely, and I had to like catch myself in the moment. She came asking me for advice on stuff, like asking me how this sound, wanting me to correct her and really like produce her. And I'm like, oh, they think I'm a serious like producer out here, like, and that was an eye-opening experience, and I was like, okay, yeah, you are a serious producer.
You are.
Yes, I guess you're qualified to do that.
Turn up.
Yeah.
Like, it's time to turn up.
I'm sitting here being quiet, trying to learn from y'all, and they like, no, we want you to get on. But a dope experience I had was with a friend of mine, Wesley. And he's a producer. He's a musician. He goes by Tough Huff. And he's from Alabama. And he and I were kind of like the two that wasn't from round nowhere that had any sort of like a lot of emotion going on. And just the way that we was able to connect, like I started to realize and learn meeting with different people from all around the map is like, one, the hood is the hood. Wherever you at, you know, you might talk a little different in this one, might talk a little different in that one, but like a lot of our experiences were similar in how we came up and the things that we thought we saw, we had to learn, we had to experience, and that was eye-opening for me. Like, I had never really traveled that much. And I still ain't really traveled that much around the map, but that was like, just getting to meet so many different people from different places and different backgrounds and learning like, okay, we really not all too different. Yeah. You know, wherever you at, it may look a little different. It may be written a little different than how you would write it, but like you saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. And
there's a nigga in every race.
That.
Every race of people.
Every single one. Every single one. Not one left out.
Like, for real.
It was dope to see. Like, it was dope to experience that. Like, tap in with people and like make those connections with people, and really like start to figure out how we can help each other and help build up what we was all doing in our own little circles. And like, we low key created, me and like 3 other people low key created like a little group. And we got a bunch of songs. I need to tap in with everybody, see when we releasing. But it was so dope to get everybody's like personal creative flair on music, and everybody's sound was represented. Everybody's kind of speed and swag was represented in the music. I got a homie from New York, Koofy. He is as New York as it gets. Like,
shout out to Koofy.
Shout out Koofy, that's my brother. And it was just dope, like getting to like experience that New York swag, but also like adding a homie of mine, LA Earhart from New Orleans.
Okay.
Like Lil Baby Lil Wayne, like Lil Wayne his favorite rapper, so you can imagine like he come from that same cloth and like working with both of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, kind of getting that New Orleans swag, with that East Coast feel to it, but also bringing in that Midwest flair that only we can do up here. You know, like that was it. It was life changing in the sense that it kind of took the barriers off of music for me. Yeah. And like really between that and then working at the local, which I started working full time at the local. I want to say right after I finished school, I started full time at the local. And
you've been there, what, 3 years now?
Yeah, I've been a manager for 3 years, but I started.
You was there longer.
I was an intern. I started interning there at like top of 2018.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I started. I've been there for in total like 7 years now.
Okay.
And it was you know, like I remember having that same like life changing, eye opening experience when I pulled into the logo. You know, I grew up on Motown and you know. My daddy's favorite rapper is Tupac. Listened to a lot of Tupac, and you know, like I grew up on that sort of music. But then I get to the local, and I'm experiencing, you know, these different genres and these different people, and you know, it was like it taught me such an appreciation for different genres, different sounds, different people. And, you know, like I would come in expecting for something to go this way, and then the show is like a 180 from what I was expecting, and it taught me to not come in with any like pre-existing expectations, to learn how to study and appreciate little nuances in music that, you know, ultimately helped me in my music, and like in crafting and kind of cleaning up and experimenting different things. And live musicianship, like I had never really experienced live musicianship before. And even like, you know, it's a punk band called Glenn that I work with a lot. I want to say they out of Clio. Okay. The boys are soulful. Hey, like, they got some soul too, but they do punk music. So it really like, I was like, okay, you gotta wipe away everything that you thought you knew and like start from scratch and like learn from scratch and learn from these people, learn from these real life experiences, people from different places, from different backgrounds, into different things, and just see how like music is such a thing that brings everybody together.
Yeah, we always got room to learn more.
Always got room to learn more.
Hell yeah. Now coming back, now you returned from Cali. What year was that?
2023.
2023. Yeah. Fresh off of your experience out there, I know you got a new vision, a new outlook on life and business. Returning home, like, what's your mindset and what's your goal is, and like what was like your first approach when you came back? Like,
when I came back, I don't think I knew what to really do with everything that I had experienced out there. I knew I was like, it's possible. Like I'm just jumping around like, we can do this, y'all. We can do it. Yeah. How do you do it? Yeah. You know, like I didn't know how to get from 0 to 100, and I'm still very much so in the process in the middle of that. But I think once I kind of calmed down, like 2023 and 2024 were were years where I had to like learn. I feel like I'm kind of getting back on my feet a little bit, like, but I feel like those 2 years were like training me for what's happening now. And I had to like slow myself down. One of the things that, you know, fresh coming back, I'm like, I want to start a studio. Let's open up a studio. I ain't know how to open up a studio, so a studio just sat.
You just know it's possible.
I just know it's possible.
I was trying to laugh when you said that, like, we can do this, because, like, that's from when I returned back from Vegas and I came home. Like, after everything I experienced and seen, that was my mindset. Like, hey, we can do this, y'all. We can do this. Yeah. Like, I was trying not to laugh when you said that, because it reminded me of myself, like, so vividly. That's exactly how I was. Like, hey, we can do this. I had so many ideas going, like, yo, I'm telling y'all, we can make this pop. We can, like, yo, we got everything we need here. Everything we need here. We just don't be doing shit. We need to quit bullshit. And I was getting on everybody. Like, I promise you. People looking like, man, you took that Vegas. I was here, you took that Vegas shit to your head, man. People was telling me that shit, everything. Like, oh, yeah, you been in Vegas too long, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, see, with that mentality, this why we like this. That's why we here right now.
I promise you. That's how it was. And I like it. Like, one thing I tried to never let happen was let that enthusiasm that I had die, but also like learn to tame it and like learn to like, okay, we got. I'm talking to people who have no clue what I'm talking about. I'm just talking a million miles a minute, and they like, what you
just gotta show them.
You gotta show them, and that's what I learned. Like I feel like I went into training and learning to like, okay, one step at a time. What's first step you want to do? What's one thing you can do? Like one thing we're doing this year with the local is like we're trying to transition the local from just being a music venue to being a support system for artists. Like how can we help and push and improve the artist community in here in Flint? What are the tools, the trainings, the things that we can provide to artists to help get you from you performing at the local to get you performing at the Masonic Temple to get you performing in Detroit and Lansing and then get you in Ohio and get you in Chicago and like take you further and further and further. And that's the biggest thing for me is like, okay, now I'm learning like steps.
Yeah.
The older I get, it's like steps. I was trying to do everything in one day.
Yeah.
And ended up doing nothing. And so now it's like, okay, steps. What's one thing we can do? We can, we have the local as an infrastructure that's there. And that, I'm very appreciative to Joe Rash, who's the founder of the local.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe, because he just kind of gave me the keys and he's like, take it and turn it into, whatever it needs to be turned into in this day and age. So, like, using that to my advantage to help everybody around here, the studio situation, obviously using that as an opportunity to teach, to train, to have an affordable space for artists to come, but also like personally, like the consultation business, like how can I give you any information that I have, anything that I've learned, the different things that I've experienced, the different contacts that I have, like the different, whether it be a class that I took at 1500 that we recorded, that I can send you, James Fauntleroy, who wrote No Air, who wrote Bruno Mars's 24 Karat Gold album. Like, this is his process of writing a song. This right here, I got it on video. Let me share this with you so you can, like...
Tell me how you supposed to breathe without me.
Yeah. And I learned a lot from him. Like, he got no credit for that song that he wrote. And, like, he taught me a lot. And I'm like, okay, if I can get all those things back, all these things that I've learned thus far, and create I've learned the power of a team. I've learned the power of community and collaboration. And, every idea that I have, it may not be crazy, but it may not be the best idea. It may need some tweaking to make better, and just like learning to make myself more accessible, more like like I said, I'm very to myself. Like I do a show at the local, I go home and I just be in my own little world creating music, thinking and what have you, and like learning now, like now you got to get out. You really got to you got to feel the air. You got to see what's going on outside. You got to see what the temperature is of everything that's going on, and really like what's needed in here, not just what you think because you saw it out here and you like, I want to do this. What do we need? What are we missing? Like, what is at the core of what it is that we're missing, and how can we improve that and ultimately get to that infrastructure? Like I see what I want. Like I see it vividly in my head. I know it's coming to pass. It's just the patience, learning patience. I'm still in the process of learning patience, and I've had to tell myself throughout this entire journey, like one day, as long as every day you're doing something to get you closer toward this goal, then we moving in positive, we moving positively forward. So that and just just giving it back, just like that's it may not be me that builds up this part of the infrastructure, it may be this person over here. But if I can be of any assistance to you in building up whatever it is you're trying to do, then I'm going to do that. I want to see everybody win. I know everybody can win. I know we all can get to where we're trying to get to together.
Very possible.
Very possible.
Very possible. So, as an intern at the local, how was that for you? Like your intern days? And then lead us from that into what led up to Joel giving you the keys. Yeah, to taking over the local.
So internship, it was my first year I was going to I was in a music tech program, and I did an internship with a guy named Ashley Peacock, and he has since passed, but he used to have a studio that was above the local, and I was his intern, and he did a show. I think it was a show for an artist by the name of Ty Gilbert, who just passed last month. And that was the first time I ever went to the local. Like, I remember pulling up on First Street and being like, where's this place at? I have no clue what's going on right now. Like, I was so lost. And I'm, probably like 18, like freshly 18, might have been 19 at the time. And I'd never done anything live before. Like, the most live anything I'd ever done was like at my church. Okay. That was it. That was all. But even
so everybody got a little church experience.
Everybody got a little church experience. That's what I learned there. But like getting to the local and them putting me behind the board, and then the person who trained me was an engineer by the name of Tori Lawrence, and I had never seen a female engineer, which was something very unique to the local at the time. It was she and I who would handle a lot of the engineering up there, and it was going out there. It was rough some days. It was rough a lot of days because I didn't know what I was doing, and it's like in that live world will teach you very fast because everybody is turning around looking at you.
Yeah.
Like, why does it sound like this? It sounds bad. I can't hear the singer. I can't hear this. I can't hear that. And one, it taught me tough skin, and two, it taught me how to, stand on my own. Because sometimes you got to get back with these people. Like, bro, go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
And it do be like that. Like, the person on control may not have nothing to do with just one little error but you go look straight at them like.
You gonna look straight back here at me, and I'm
what's
like,
going on?
But you're not singing it to the mic. That's not my fault. I can't go tell them to the mic. But no, it was definitely like a learning experience. But it was something that I was like, I guess I was eager without me really knowing that I was eager to really like learn, because I just kept coming around. I'm like, you gotta give me nothing. Just let me can I just come to this show and just like learn and sit under this? And I didn't know what it was gonna turn into. And I remember in 2020 when everything kind of shut down, I want to say it might have been 21, the local started doing live streams in another space where it was just like one band, one engineer, one videographer, and that was it. That was all. And I got the call from Joe, and he asked me if I wanted to come and engineer, because at the time all the other staff, they had kids, they had families and stuff. I was still fairly young, early 20s. And I was like, yeah, I'll come in, I ain't tripping, I'll throw a mask on and come in there and, make it do what it do. And that's when, that live stream time where it was like, I guess I was in training and didn't realize I was in training to really take over. That was the time where I really, sat in and tuned everything up and really learned to have the confidence to say, okay, this signal is going from here to here, and feeling like I was actually in control of what was going on. And out of that situation is when Joe reached out to me and was like, got any interest in managing the space? And I was like, yeah, I got interest in managing the space. At the time, I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I was going to and I was actually working in I was working in a financial aid. And everything was shut down. We was answering phones at the house. It was terrible. I hated working.
2020 was a motherfucker.
It was something different. And that was that's kind of how it happened. And I tell everybody, I just kept showing up,
show up.
I just kept showing up. When you need me, I'm there. I just made myself accessible. I made myself I put myself in his face, and in their face, and was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm still showing up and still growing. And Joe was actually one of those people that, I think he was training me without me knowing he was training me. And he was teaching me things, and he gave me an opportunity to be a part of the board of directors for 5 years. And that really that showed me the business side of everything. It taught me about finances. It taught me about all these different things. And this is before I took over the local. I'm still interning, and he's exposing me to all of these different things. And
the sponge sitting there soaking it all up.
Yeah, just soaking it all up and not even realizing really I don't know if that was the master plan or what it was, but Hey, it worked out for me. I'm very appreciative. I'm very glad it worked
God's
out
plan.
for me. Yeah, for real. But yeah, it was just that showing up. Like I tell anybody, whatever it is you want to do, and this is what I've learned, and this is what I've been told and been taught, is just show up.
Yeah.
Like I gravitate to people now who just show up, who willing to try. I don't care if you know everything or you don't know everything, because Lord knows I don't know everything. I'm still learning, and I for sure didn't know everything when I was given the opportunity to start managing the space. But like, if you're willing to show up, then let me know you're willing to learn.
I was about to say that, the will. All you need is the will to do it.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, for real. We can figure it out from there.
We can figure it out from there.
But if you don't want to do it, man.
Yeah, you can't teach somebody to like. You can't teach effort.
Nah.
Like I don't care how long it takes you to get a thing, to get a topic, to get an idea, to for this really to stick with you. But like, if you come in every day and you showing effort toward it, like I take effort over talent any day.
Yeah.
Because if like that talent, sometimes, like I remember I was younger. I played basketball when I was in school. I feel like I was naturally talented in basketball, but I never really like practiced or tried to better myself, because certain things just can't, like the essence of what the game is, like put the ball in the basket, that came easy to me.
Yeah.
Dribble the ball came easy to me. But like that natural talent, as I got older, it was like, okay, they naturally talented and they trying.
Yeah.
And they practicing and they showing up and they giving effort.
Yep.
And that beat me out 100%.
Sports, music, it's like that in like everywhere, every field. Like, you can be the most talented, but the ones who put in the most effort will beat you out.
Will beat you out
every fucking time.
Every single time.
It's like they will.
Every single time, and that's like, now that I'm older and I'm in these different positions, and like I try to learn from every experience, good or bad. I try now to learn from it and see what I can take from it, and that's the biggest thing. Like I just show up, just try, just try. We can take trying and work on that. We can we can polish you up some. And you may not be perfect, you may not be the best at it, but we gonna get somewhere.
We getting better.
We getting better.
We getting better every time. Just try. Just try. Look how that's turned out for you. Yeah. So from that, you took over. Now, once taking over the local, officially being the GM, how did things start to change for you then? From there, moving forward within the city.
Well, that's when I really I think I started to get into the music scene a little bit more. Like before I took over, I feel like I was a spectator.
Okay.
I didn't really feel like I was a part of it, because I didn't know how to be a part of it, or like what my role would be as a part of it. And essentially, like when I took over, it was, all right, we coming out of COVID. What's that look like? So it was almost like we had to build it from scratch again, because the whole world is different now.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't really outside, especially at the beginning. We wasn't really outside as much as we outside now. And even now to this day, like,
I was scared to come outside.
Yeah, scared to come outside. So it was like kind of building that up. But in building that up, I was like, okay, how can I get us in there a little bit more? How can I create, like I'm looking at the landscape of music, and I'm seeing certain people continuously show up, and certain, certain styles and certain genres, seem to be prominent in the space now.
Yeah.
But the local may not have always been geared toward those things, that community, that genre. So now I'm thinking like, okay, how can I give us this stage to kind of make our own? And I leaned on a lot of people, and I'm very appreciative to all of the people that held me down. Like Blood Rich, the whole Blood Rich.
Shout out to Blood Rich.
They held me down when I first started, because I didn't know what I was doing. But anytime I called, they was there.
Yeah.
To this day, anytime anybody calls, they there, they showing up, and they they inadvertently taught me a lot about like being a manager and like artist relationships, learning how to talk, learning how to treat. Like I would just, they would come have rehearsals, and I would just kick it with whoever was there, and just like, I'm trying to pick their brain. Like, okay, what can we do better? Like, what can we do to help the artists out more and more? And Journey was one of those people where inadvertently I was learning from him and D Gold and they coming in and like so that's where I attribute what the local is now and where the local is going to the other people who like thugged it out with me when I'm clearly not knowing what I'm doing. I've never done this before, and they were still there and they was giving me advice, and I don't know if they knew how much of an impact that they had on what I was doing, but that taught me how to get us here. That taught me like, okay, what are people looking for? Okay, how do you handle this? How do you pay artists? What's that process? Like, what do you know, like what they looking for? Like, like having all these preconceived notions about stuff once again, and then sitting down and talking to these people, and they like, no, we don't even need, you only got to buy us a house and a new car and all of this and this, like give us some gas money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, that shit go a long way.
Simple stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, okay, like it ain't like I'm making it harder than what it gotta be, so.
It's been times people on the outside looking in always ask me like, "Hey, you doing all these shows? How much you be getting paid? How much you be getting paid? Did such and such pay you?" And it's a lot of shows I've done without getting anything.
Mm-hmm.
But the times I'll pop up somewhere not expecting anything, and somebody throw me at least gas money, that shit be putting a smile on my face. Like, hey, good looking.
when you really realize, like, for me, the whole thing with the local is, like, the local don't exist without the artists. Like, the local, not the local if I'm just sitting there looking. Like, my job is to serve the community, the arts community, like, to be in service of y'all and whatever it is you need. You need some water, all right, I got you. I'm gonna get you some water. What you like? You know what I'm saying? Eat simple things. Let me take your coat to the back. I'm gonna put it on the rack. Like little small, simple things like that. And I think that's one of the things that I learned was like in every space that is not always respected or appreciated. The artists are like, that's who people are here to see. They're not here to see me. I'm not supposed to be the star of this. Like I'm here to help and make this thing happen. But
you go to the local, got the gym, all in the video, dancing.
For real. And I've seen people move like that where it's like they make it about them, or like they don't like the way that somebody talk to them, so they like they gonna do this or do that. And by no means do you disrespect me, you come like you don't come correct, you ain't coming back up in here. But like I've learned to be in service of and to help and appreciate the artist more than anything. And like anytime anybody comes to the local, like vendor wise, or you trying to put on a show, man, put on your show. I don't want nothing from you. Like
that's love.
Yeah, I don't want nothing from you. Come make all the money in the world that you can make out of this. Like it's enough for all of us to win. And like I said, if I am double agent, like if I got this space, I'm gonna use it to improve the community.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who been thugging it out with you too along the way. Shout out to Blood Rich.
Shout
out to the Journey. Shout out to D Golden. Who else you just mentioned?
All y'all.
All the above.
All y'all, man.
Like, for real.
People who came and did shows coming out of this time where, I'm learning how to market a show and learning how to, do this and learning how to do that. Folks were still coming and doing shows, and I like that. It ain't no local without y'all. Yeah. So like, that's invaluable to me. The way y'all have held me down without probably realizing that's what y'all doing. Like y'all holding me down. Like,
hell, even before I met you, like, because I performed at the local once,
mm-hmm.
and that was like back in 2015, and I wasn't even scheduled. I was helping put together an event there
mm-hmm.
with the organization I was with back then, and it was for artists to come perform, rappers, singers, and stuff. We had a little extra time that we rented out, so They was like, "Hey, Chris, you want to perform?" I'm like, I wasn't trying to today. I'm just like, cause I'm I'm an artist too, but like when I'm locked in on helping others, like I'm focused on them. I'm not thinking about myself like that whatsoever. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll get up there and perform. So I went up there and performed, and I remember as soon as I got off stage, somebody came and was like, "Hey, the owner want to meet you. Like, come outside." And at this point, I haven't met Joe yet. I didn't know who he was. Mm-hmm. And then so I come outside, and Joe came right up to me, shook my hand, was like, "Yo, that was one of the greatest performances I've seen up here, like, ever in a long, especially in a long time. Like, hip hop wise, I think he said I was the best act he's seen on stage since John Connor. Mm. Since I think between the time John Connor got with Dr. Dre and all them." Mm-hmm. And I haven't performed up there since Joe told me that. And then like fast forward almost about 10 years later, I ran into Joe, I don't know if it was like a year or two ago. We was downtown. It was me, him, Jeff Scott. It was a few of us, and I was talking to Joe about getting back on stage. Mm-hmm. At the local, and he heard, "Oh, I'm not there anymore." And then like that's when he first told me about you. Like, "I'll go talk to Maiya," and then he was preaching about Maiya. "She got you. She do this, do that." That was before I ever met you. Like he was speaking highly of you. He was like, "Oh no, but she got it." Like,
yeah, he'll throw a lot.
He definitely threw a lot.
He's not interested in it.
Yeah, because he told him like, "Oh no, you're still in good hands." So, like he let me know that right away. Like, "Oh no, you still in good hands. You can go out there, do your thing. Like I'm not there. Go talk to Mike." Yeah, he told me about you before I ever even met you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe because I owe a lot to where I am to him. And the opportunities that he's given me, the people that he's introduced me to, like he's just one of them people. Like you walking into a room full of millionaires and he going, "Hey, this is Maiya. This is such and such. Yep. Maiya does X, Y, and Z." Like he hype you up. Yep. Do everything, and like he's the definition of throwing lobs. Now it's up to you to slam that, but like he gonna throw that lob.
Yeah, because like I said, the way he hyped you up the first, when I asked about getting back and performing, like he was hyping your name up. Like I would already thought I've known you the way he was talking about you. Yeah, he was like, I gotta meet this Maiya. Like, yeah, he was definitely hyping you up. Yeah, shout out to Joe. I'm looking forward to getting back and linking up with the local for sure. It's been fun. It's been fun. Yeah. The events from the events I've been a part of, that I reached out to you on putting together up there with the fam sessions to others events, just come to support, show love. It's been fun. It's been great experiences. Been seeing people of all ages show up.
Yep, and that's I'll probably say in the last like 12 months I have learned like I don't know everybody, I don't know everything, so like how can I offer this space to those who are looking to put something together? I think that's been the biggest thing that I learned, like not just trying to put everything together myself, but like like when you came to do your show, man, set the line up. I don't whoever it is, let me go because I'm learning people, that you bringing in and different things that like I try to steal something from every show, and that is
you did give us a lot of freedom. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I try to give as much freedom as possible because, again, like it can't be just my vision going into anything. Like I tell people all the time. Najee and I was just having a conversation about this not too long ago. I was like, I feel like I've reached the point of I can do like what I've done thus far is what I can do by myself. Mm-hmm. Like, and that's gotten us as far as we've gotten, but like the goal is not to stop here. The goal is to continue to go further. So like for me, it's like, okay, let me give freedom to this person the same way freedom was given to me, and let's see what we can create from that. Like I'm here to answer any questions you may have. I'm here to help you with whatever, but let me give you the freedom to see what you can do, because that's really what, like, again, ain't nobody here to see me. We here to see what y'all got, and like to see the artists and the creatives come and like curate their own shows and put things together. It's amazing for me to see because it allows me to, like, now I get to step back and just be a fan, you know, like, seeing everybody. I fall in love with the music scene here every weekend again, and I'm just able to be a fan and like, dang, like, that's where really, like, I just want to help everybody get to that point. Like, how can we help everybody get to that point? And that's where, like, that shift came from me, like, coming from LA and thinking, like, okay, we can do this, and a lot of it being centered around me doing it, and me, like, all we got to do is X, Y, Z. And now it's like, okay, let me just empower. Because in that empowering of others, that's how we going to get further. Because everybody getting, you go get your bricks and put your bricks right there. I'm going to get my bricks and put my bricks right there. But, like, if I can just give you an infrastructure to come and create something, and give this person an infrastructure to come and create something, now we starting to really build upon this thing. Like, we don't have to start from scratch. We can use this thing that was already built up and just continue to build that up and make sure everybody get a brick in there and everybody's represented. So now that's been super dope. That's been super dope.
Yeah, I love the way you balance it too, because like during some of the events, you would think you're just somebody just chilling in the audience as a fan, enjoying the show, and then you can also come over like, hey Maiya, where do we find this? Are we need help with this? And then you be right on it, like answering any question right away, and then go back to enjoying the show. Mm-hmm. Like, that's dope.
Yeah, that's dope. It's a dope space to be in. I'm so appreciative. Like, I'm literally, like, at this point in time, like, I feel like I really am, like, living my dream. Like,
that's a blessing.
Legit, like, I get to do this. I don't feel like it's not.
And in the middle of your 20s, doing it.
Like, it's fire. Man, it's amazing. Like, I try never to take it for granted. I always try to, like, I get to do this. I don't have to do this. It's not a task for me. It's not a chore. It's like, I get to do this every day. Like, you know how many people would want to do this, and I'm the one that's here. So, like,
Lavanda's Grace said, Big B's.
Oh, that's my boy.
Sent you some hearts.
That's my boy. Shout out, Van.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Like, yeah, you definitely doing it. Yeah. I can't wait to see how the what's next to come with you and Nige and Journey got going on. Mm-hmm. Do we got a date, a timetable for when that's cracking?
We should be up and running by, like, mid-summer, if not before. We definitely gonna have some more updates coming. We're working on putting some big stuff together. So we kind of, like, we want to do it right. I would say that's the biggest thing. Like, we've all talked and, have a clear understanding of this not just about to be any other studio.
Yeah.
It's not just about to be any other studio. So we gonna take our time, do it right. It may start slow, but I can guarantee you, like, it's not just about to be any other studio. Like, this about to be the one. This about to be the one.
You hear that, musicians? I think we found a home.
We found a home.
Hell yeah. They gonna look out. Big events. You got a lot going. The local stays busy. What events coming up are you looking forward to? The local 432.
Biggest one for me is, like, my baby. That's the one that I put a lot of energy, a lot of effort into. That is the local fest, and that's the one that I'm told the history of the local is that the local had a hand in a lot of the festivals that happened around and just never had a festival of its own. Mm-hmm. So about 3 years ago, I was like, I want to do a festival. I reached out to somebody about doing a festival, and it was, I think they had, was kind of feeling the idea, but wasn't feeling the idea. So I was like, no, I want to do a festival. Like, that was one of the moments where I was like, all right, you got to stand on your own too. Like, whatever the turnout is, turnout, but you gonna stand on this and you gonna build this thing up. So this is the 3rd annual year of Local Fest, July 5th. And that's my attention turns to that top of next week. My attention is solely on Local Fest and getting it to what I want it to be and how we're going to grow it each and every single year. And That's my biggest one. Like that's why I'm laser focused on that right now.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Crystal Boss will be in the building.
Crystal Boss will be in the building.
Much to discuss will be in the building.
Yes, sir.
Like, for real, for real. Yeah, gonna be performing, gonna be vending.
Yeah,
we gonna be coming with it all.
Yep.
Gonna have the food ready with Khadijah's Casa de Nacho.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bless the stage.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to Local Fest ever since I came through, seeing a few artists last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it. I was fucking with that.
Yeah, we're gonna turn it up this year. We're gonna turn it up this year and continue to make it bigger and bigger each and every single year.
Yeah, middle of the summer, gave us something to do. It's fun.
Yeah.
Everybody had a good time, from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I did. Shit.
Yeah, hey, you and me both.
Good performances. Shit, even, and it's crazy with the local. You come in, a lot of times it's artists I've never even heard of, and then afterwards I'm a new fan of somebody else. Like new type of music, never thought I'd be into, and then singers like. Coming across people who got vocals you didn't even know was that talented. Like damn, who's that singing out there like that? Like, oh my gosh.
That's what makes me happy. Is like when people come back. There was one artist performed last year at Local Fest that she's not from around here, so a lot of people didn't know her. But like I had so many people come up to me afterwards and like, who is that? Who is that person? That person is Shayla Hamilton. Look her up because she laying like that. And
Shayla Hamilton, shout out to you.
That was like that's where I find the most pride in. Like when one of them artists come through and they like, who is that? Where you find them at? I got my resources. I got
Hey, I know that's right. This about to be big. July 5th. Yeah. Everybody come get with it. That's on Saturday. Yep. Saturday. Yeah. I can't wait to July 5th, man. That's gonna be a big one. That's gonna be a big one. You anybody you want to highlight that's a part of that show already?
So we got a band by the name of Heat Above, and I really want to like this is one of them bands that I think everybody will enjoy. Like they anytime they come through.
Heat Above?
Yep, Heat Above. Okay. They always pack it out. Obviously you gonna be there. I got my girl Tay.
Hey, Taylor, what's up, love?
We're gonna have Jeff Sky in the building.
Big Jeffrey.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna keep the party going after the 4th and just keep it going all weekend. And yeah, give everybody some good music. It's gonna be some surprises in there. It's gonna be some giveaways, some different things in there. So we're gonna turn this one up.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We about to have fun this summer, y'all. We at the local with it. Hell yeah, I can't wait till we gotta put together another fam sessions up there. Yeah. I had fun with that.
Nah, that was so dope. It was so many artists that I ain't know from that one. Yeah. That you put me on to. Like that was dope.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm glad you gave us that space and opportunity.
Always.
Like for real. We're all looking forward to it. We trying to sharpen up. We might need to come in there and do some rehearsing on the stage and stuff.
Let me know.
Yeah, sure. We just been getting together rehearsing here in the living room.
Man, let me know.
Yeah, so we got to come through there, get some rehearsing in, prepare for the next one. The fam will probably be performing with me my set on the 5th.
I love it.
So yeah, sure. I love performing with live instruments, live band. That's
fun. Always love that. Love that. Like I remember when I reached out to Jeff probably earlier this year. Yeah. And he was like, "You want the band?" I was like, "Yeah, I want the band." Like, yeah, let's make that happen somehow. I want the band in there. But nah, I especially like a rapper who can get in front of a band like that's super duper dope.
I was telling Jeff a few weeks ago, like, man, if I got the opportunity to if I got the opportunity to perform with live instruments, then I'm gonna do that every time moving forward. If I can have a band perform with me, like I don't care to have download my music, hit play on. Nah, I'm good on that. Like Give me Kanan on the guitar out there. Give me Dion. Give me Deron on the keys. You know what I'm saying? Give me Soldier on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that shit.
It just hit.
That hit way different. That hit way different. I love it. Yeah. It hit different.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but it hit different.
It hit different for me too. Like I love that. I love it. It just hit your soul a little different.
Yeah. Local is it's a home of diverse music. You go experience some of everything at the local, and that's what I love.
Yep.
Even the events I didn't put together up there, like you come in there, you experience some of everything. You experience some of everything.
And that's like, for me, Local Fest is a cultivation of all of those things. Like, I want to bring together all of the best that I've seen throughout these different spaces and genres and shows, and just put them all on one stage, and let's mix and mingle. Like, I want to see some of these bands start to, let's collaborate with some rappers and some singers, like let's mix and match this whole little thing up. Let's just take over music as a whole. Like,
yeah, we got to get your flowers at the Local Fest. This is our annual.
Yeah, third annual.
Don't let me get on the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be on the mic. Yes, we got to put Maiya on the spot. We got to get Maiya her flowers for real. Who you got hosting the show?
I don't have a host just yet, but I'm about to reach out to him actually next week, and he should already know, because I've been, every time I see him, I'm like, hey, we got to connect, and that's the Alpha Drew.
Hey. It's the reason I brought that up. I'll throw it out there. The Alpha host.
We're going to have him. This is my little Drew. Get ready.
The Alpha host with the most. Alpha Drew. Hey, for real. Shit. Drew hosted the Fam Sessions.
Yeah.
Drew hosted our event at the Flint Street Ball Stars event.
Yep.
We had a new standard.
Yep. He like that. I love that.
Yeah, Drew be on it with the hosting shit. He be killing it for real. I ain't about to fuck. I'm gonna drop some shit. Yeah, but he be killing it. Drew be on point. Point. It be times I be even making little kinks or mistakes within the event. Drew, he help you. Stay on point, stay sharp, keep everything rolling. Oh yeah.
He's one of the people, I love it. Like, he found his lane, and like he just excels in that lane. Like,
yeah, I'm proud of you, my boy.
he really ran like that.
Yeah, for real. So shit, hey, expect to see Drew. Local Fest. Yeah, hell yeah, we all go. The Boss Stars are coming out again.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, pop out.
We're gonna do this one right.
Hell yeah, she said that's her baby right there. We go bless it. Hell yeah, the Local Fest, July 5th. The times is, what start time?
4 p.m. to 10 p.m.
4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Oh, it's about to be epic. It's about to be epic. I can't wait. What else we got you looking forward to, Maiya?
Biggest thing I think outside of the local I'm looking forward to is getting this radio station going. And really, like, the mainstay will be, I have my show running. It will be 3 shows a week that I'm gonna have running. And I'm really, like, I'm looking forward to, like, really tapping in with more artists here, getting putting more of a spotlight globally on artists. So, like, bringing people in for interviews, shouting out local businesses, different things like that. Like, I really want to use that as a stepping stone to help build us up as a community, and showcase us to a larger crowd, and let them know, like, Flint is really here, and we really do this in all spaces, in all areas. That, and then, just working my businesses more and more, like, really stepping out as an entrepreneur, and continuing to build my brands up, and continuing to put myself out there, let everybody know what I'm doing, and just moving more outside more and more, and just really stepping into that role in my space in the city.
Y'all witness what the Flint Street is doing?
Yes, sir.
Are you witnessing? You can all be a witness. You don't gotta miss out. For real.
Miss out.
Hell yeah. I feel like you mentioned it earlier, but could you tell us again how to submit our music for the radio?
Yeah, so the radio station is actually a link, but you can just hit me up. You just hit me up on Facebook. If you got my number, text me on IG. Wherever, like if you pop into the local and want to talk to me about it, just hit me up. And then I get you the link. It's just as easy as filling out a little form with just like a little bio of yourself, shooting me the song, and we getting it on there and getting it in rotation. Super duper simple. And I would also like those artists that come, especially artists here, that submit. I want to get everybody in for an interview. You know, just talk about what we got going on, shout everybody out, shows that people got going on, different events that people got going on, different, you know, projects dropping or what have you. Like, I want to, hit me up. We'll set it up. Set up for everybody to come in, sit down and talk for a little minute.
I'm going to lock in with you for sure.
Lock in. Let's do it.
I'm working on I'm trying to finish up my first official project.
Hey.
I've never dropped nothing. I've been featured on other people's projects.
And you never dropped your own?
Done a lot of collabs, somewhat of a little mixtape, but never dropped my own album.
Wow, hey.
So, yeah, I'm trying to lock in with all the right people like yourself and others. The Nigis of the world, the Journeys of the world. We gonna make this happen. The Soldiers of the Beat.
I love it.
We
I love it.
It's time to turn up. So I'm gonna definitely need to lock in with what you got going on. The interviews, the radio. I need to get out there for real.
I love it. Let's do it. Congratulations.
I've been heavily inspired by a bunch of artists within the Flint industry. She highlighted a few, like The Journey. The Journey dropped. I think he just dropped. Yeah, he just dropped. Like, shoot, the Journey
dropped today. I think he dropped today.
Today, yep. Last night, yep. This morning. So The Journey keep me inspired. Jeff Sky keep me inspired. Taylor Tatum.
Yep.
Blood Rich. Shit, it's just like I gotta being around all these like-minded individuals. It make me like, okay, I gotta get on my shit.
For real.
Yeah, for real. So
for real. So we need that. We need that crystal balls.
Hey, for real.
We need that drop.
Hey, for real. I'm trying to bless y'all. I'm trying to bless y'all with something and keep trying to be more consistent this time around with the music. But with all the right people around, it's definitely been inspiring.
Yeah.
And extra motivating.
Yeah.
More so than any of my 20 plus years in the past and in the game of trying. I've been more motivated now than ever.
I'm telling you, it's something bubbling.
It is. The timing is right.
Yeah,
the timing is right.
It's something special happening right now.
For real. The support system from around. But this is something I like to ask a lot of people. How would you put emphasis on the importance of having a solid supporting cast?
Oh man,
a team, having a solid team around you.
It's everything to me. Like I was saying earlier, like with the local, like I hit the wall of where I can go myself, and like trying to do everything yourself. I've
that
learned
ain't the way.
That ain't the way. That ain't the way. And just like the to have people in your corner that can be like, just something as simple as just like, yo, breathe. You need me to grab this bag for you? I got you. Just breathe. Just take a second, breathe, relax. You know, you get just something as simple as that, like having a team of people and having a support system of people when it's a lot going on, when it's, you know, when you need to share your excitement, when you just need a moment to, like, to cry it out, you know what I'm saying? Like anything that you're going through, like having that support system, having that group of people that you can turn to, who can give you advice, who can just give you an ear to listen. Sometimes it's as simple as that, just having somebody to talk to, who will check you when you're wrong and like keep you in check and keep you, you know, keep your integrity in check, and things like that's super important. And also, like, I try to never be the smartest one in the room. Like, if I'm the smartest one in the room, I need to leave up out of that room.
Yo, that's problem. I learned that shit the hard way. Like, don't ever be the smartest one in the room.
Don't ever be the smartest one in the room. Like, nah, that ain't the way to go. So, like, surrounding yourself with people who can teach you, can help guide you, can help mentor you is important, and also, like I said, like I've been saying this whole interview, like it's to surround yourself also with people that you can pour into. You know, like I've learned your cup should never be full. Your cup, you know, like you gotta pour that out so that you can get more poured into your cup.
Yep.
You know, so just having different people in your life for, you know, everybody ain't gonna play the same role. Different people for different things, but like having
you be a star in your role.
Be a star in your role. Like
learn that playing basketball.
Man, but it's so true. It's so true. Like, don't try to be what everybody else is trying to be. Find where you fit in and excel in that. Just we was talking about Drew. Like Drew has excelled in that role that he found, and he loved it, and he is the best at it. Like, just go out and try to be the best at whatever it is that you do, and find those pieces around you that can fill in those holes that maybe you don't fit yourself. Like, find those people to be a part of your team and to help grow your team, and you know you'll get a lot further.
Hell yeah.
With more people than just yourself.
For real. So ever since I've been out of the mindset of I can do it myself, like I've been thriving. Like I love my team, my supporting cast, like people like the Alpha Drew. Won't hesitate to check me or get on me about something. Adriana Lanice. Won't hesitate to tell me, you know, to check me about something. Hey, Chris, you're doing too much. Like, you know, shit. Jeff, Soldier on the Beat, Khadijah, Kanan, shit. Like, yeah, I've been around a bunch of solid individuals who won't bite their tongue.
Won't bite their tongue.
And I love it.
Gotta learn to love correction. Gotta learn to love, like, you know. It's almost, I was talking to somebody about this, like, it's almost like you cutting teeth when you were a baby. Like, it hurt, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
It's necessary. Like, you know, so.
You gonna thank me for this later.
You gonna thank me for it later. But, like, right now, I gotta get in you. I gotta tell you about yourself. But, like, that's super duper important. That's been a lesson, you know, the last couple of years that I've learned. Like, everything cannot be done by you. Your brain power alone is not what's going.
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
Right, for real.
And having them people around you, like, that's so essential.
Keep each other on the toes. Stand on business.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Y'all got anything going on tonight or this weekend?
No, we chilling this weekend, actually. We chilling this weekend. I want to say we chilling next weekend. We actually gearing up for, it's a production group, Dark Room Productions, that put on plays. And they in there tightening up on I want to say they have a production of Clue coming up at the top of June. So we prepping for that, so we got the space kind of reserved for them the next couple of weekends. But once we get through June and we hit July, August, like we turning up this summer. We gonna have a lot of fun shows, a lot of different stuff happening in the space. A lot of people who ain't been there before, been there in a while. Like we going all out this summer.
It's about to go down. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Music, performances, interviews. I gotta get my interview with them once they get it going. Gotta come to the studio once it's open. All that.
Yeah.
We tapping in. And I ain't forgot about Maiya creating some films, doing some writing.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely ready to display some of my acting skills. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro, just for you.
Make it do what it do. So hell yeah, we here. Is there anything you feel like we didn't touch up on during today's segment?
We hit everything. I want to take a second and thank you for just this platform that you created, because like you everywhere, showing love to everybody.
Appreciate
so
it.
For you to even, like, you've been on my head about this interview for a minute now, so I'm glad we were able to get in and tap in and do it. But like the highlight that you put on just Flint in general, you know, like 810, you my hero, like that. I can tell, like that's real to you in your core.
Yeah, I really believe that.
Yeah, like I just want to thank you.
That's what I say everywhere I go. 810, you my hero, for real. Y'all,
that's real.
I'm dope. Like, cause I love this. I love this we're in right here. But I've been sidelined due to my own mental walls I put up in front of it. you're your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
And I've yes, there is a lot of gatekeeping and shit like that, but I don't think nobody held me back more than me. So, and then with all my experience and the ground that I've covered, in 20 years of doing anything entertainment wise, music, media, film, anything, like ever since the first opportunity I was given was, from like Soldier on the Beat. Shout out to my producer, Baller Team, and Red from Club What's Next. After those few individuals, opened the door for me 20 years ago. I'm just trying to like take all my experience and the whatever roadblocks I came across and like you said, help others skip past those little speed bumps in the road, those potholes. I'm trying to positivity is key, and I've seen a lot of bullshit in the game. From living here to living in Vegas, learned a lot, experienced a lot, and I just want to take what I can and help others get a little advantage. Be for those who I needed for myself. Along the way. So that's just what it's about for me. Anybody who's all about positivity, you're doing something positive, doing something to help not only yourself but others boss their life up. I told people, yes, I came up with my own name. It wasn't given to me, Crystal Boss. But when I was like 12, 13, when I came up with Crystal Boss, the whole goal was to like boss everybody up, not to boss you around, but to turn everybody into their own boss. So, and that's just been the goal since I was a little nigglet. So to just make sure everybody boss up, doing what you love doing. So, yeah. I have to get out my own head, get out my own way, and be reminded who I am, and then timing was everything. I've been watching from a distance, watching all of y'all out here just killing it on the scene. That's why like I was when I did get over my mental struggles, my mental issues a little bit, that's why I was coming back, reaching out to the Joels of the world, like, hey, how do I get back? And then that's when he was saying, hey, reach out to Maiya. So I'm just like, okay, who do I need to get with? I need to get with all the right individuals and move correctly this time. What are you saying? Move forward amicably. and then we go make sure everything bubble for real. And then shit, that's just what it's been. I'm thankful for all the individuals that have tapped in and got on the show. I got a long list of people that's still trying to get on the show. Hey. And we gonna make sure y'all all get on here. We all got much to discuss. I ain't trying to hold nobody back. The only way you won't get on the show is if you are a negative energy out there. I literally link up with everybody pushing positivity. You doing something, you got something going on, I fuck with everybody. So shit, if we ain't linked, go look in the mirror and check with yourself. I fuck with everybody, man. So everybody, come on, get with it, man. We got much to discuss, man. Let's spread awareness, and it's people, not even just from our region, but it's other regions who need to be aware of what you got going on and who you are. So I'm sure somebody in Cali been wondering, how come they ain't seen Maiya in a while? They about to come across this. Like, that's what she got, because she went home and turned up. Like, tap in with it. So, yeah, I appreciate you, Maiya. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. This platform that you build, and this is beautiful. Like, I don't remember the space being like it is now when I first came into it. And, like, the U's, the Drews, the Adrianas, like, she was one of the people that held me down too. Yeah. Like, everybody is it's like we taking ownership of all of these different fields and spaces, but we all working together, and we collaborating with each other and just trying to push everything forward. So always thank you for even building up this platform.
I appreciate it. We got more to come. We got more collaborative work to do.
I love it.
Let's do it. We got Maiya, y'all. the GM of the local 432, holding it down.
Holding it down.
Continue doing what you do, love.
Appreciate you.
Much to discuss. Maiya will return.
Yes,
y'all know that, right? Yes, she gonna return. She gonna return. She gonna come back because she got a lot going on. We gonna have to get an update. Yeah. Appreciate you. Much to discuss. Maiya, Crystal Boss. Till then. Once again, we'd like to thank the world for tuning in. Follow our guests. Find the link in the description. Please comment down below. Leave your honest thoughts. Let me know if you like or dislike Crystal Boss. It's a vibe. Topics expanding worldwide. Tap the bell. Hit subscribe. You'll be notified. On the journey, close your eyes. Create your own ride. Much to discuss. The rest is on us.